There's no doubt in the execution. This was good as well. Triple twist. It's interesting if they'll pick the deduction up, as in it went slightly to one side in the punch front. But that's a big skill, triple twist, immediate punch front somersault. Good technique there in the round off backflip. Look, legs glued together. And nice in the double tuck, knees together. You know, the Dutch are renowned around the world, aren't they, for the artistry and the choreography within their routines, whether it's floor or on the beam. Look at that lock together. You're right, the gymnasts have got to sell the performance to the judges.
Possibly because the Dutch are so renowned, you become expecting a little more. I felt it was a cleverly done routine, but she didn't quite sell it to me. I didn't see that beautiful smile during the routine.
Well, Elizabeth sights now on vault.
Well, in for a challenge. Such a powerful vault to look. Just the full twist there. So again, not the most difficult, cleanly executed and plenty of power.
Well, with it being such a high scoring piece of apparatus, for now, she'll go into the lead. Yeah, there she is, 13.566.
So hard to break that 9 on execution on vault.
So, Amelie Morgan.
So it's the final challenge for the day. A great start with the double spin into the double spin, building up the combinations. She has struggled with an ankle injury. There's the round off into the double tuck. Working on the artistry to sell the routine. The leap just with a slight hop to the side. Prepares for the next tumble. 2.5 into the pike front. Gets connection bonus. Shows off her flexibility. And here's the double squat spin. Cleverly incorporated into the dance afterwards. There's a nice change leg ring into a change leg half. Shows the full 180 splits. There's the handspring into the full twist. And what a great way to finish her all around championships.
Well, what a routine. I mean, goodness me, it was kind of the routine of a life to try and get a medal here at these European Championships in the all-round competition. That was the fourth of 4 pieces of apparatus, and, well, she was in 3rd place after the last piece, so what will the next 10 minutes or so have in store for her?
Yeah, I think very well executed, just slightly down on the difficulty, so... yeah, it'll still score well, but we saw in qualification that she did score a 13, so it'll be similar to that score. We can't expect the big scores that we've seen from some of the other floor specialists.
Naomi Visser scores 12.533. Well, Amelie was just 0.3 ahead of teammate Jessica Gadirova. It's Lucky Webers on vault.
Very nice height, very nice control. Now that should be with an execution in the 9s.
Well, that had the height and the landing as well, didn't it? That is probably I'm going to say, one of the best, if not the best. Can you believe only 8.966 on execution?
No.
So, yeah, they're probably the second best one we've seen, but, yeah, solid.
Amelie's been very impressive. This is her 2nd day, Amelie Morgan, 2nd day of of a faultless competition, of really maximising her performances. As we've said, she's come back off a long list of injuries, so it's been a very impressive championships for her.
Just waiting for Amelie's score to come in before Martina Maggio from Italy can take to the floor. Melnikova will be last to go. She was the highest qualifier. But this is not the competition that she wanted to have. And characteristically, too many falls.
Well, falls in qualification and falls in the all-around final. It's really uncharacteristic. But let's not forget they've had such a long time out of competition. And her sights will be firmly set on Tokyo for sure.
Well, this score for Amelie Morgan is taking a long time coming.
See anything there, Christine, what the judges should have a big debate about?
No, not really. But as you can hear, Jess Gadirova about to go on vault, Amelie supporting her.
And I've also seen on Instagram, Jennifer is closely watching at home as well.
Ah. Great Britain's Jessica Gadirova with a real chance for a medal in this women's all-around final.
We know she's got a beautiful double twist. There's the pop off the top and just a slight step, but absolutely fantastic. That is going to be a mid-14s, so a great all-around for her.
I do think that is the highest, most powerful looking vault we've seen today.
Well, the question is it a medal for her? Will she be on the podium?
Well, the power off the top of this vault there, you can see, and look at the execution in the legs. For me, that is the best we've seen in terms of execution, height, and it will score very well. Let's hope she's faltered herself into a podium place.
I think so.
12.766 for Amelie Morgan. Will Jess go ahead of her?
I would expect so. So the highest Italian gymnast in qualification. Qualified in that spot from one of the early rounds as well. And that was a very competent double straight. Popular and good-looking tumble that. The straight front walk out into the double back. Convincing leaps. Two whips. Oh, a double tuck, but it was a little bit undercooked. It's a busy routine, this. Final tumble. Lots of very good work there, but in the middle, a double tuck. She just managed to get her feet down, but it'll have been a costly landing.
Well, full of energy, you can see at the end of it. She's definitely put a lot into that routine and some big tumbles. Very impressive double layout. Is that the one we're going to see there? Yep. That was really good chest up on the landing, and that's what the judges are looking for. Like you say, Chris, just that little bit in the middle. That's a big straight front into the walkout. Double pipe back. See a lot of gymnasts do a tuck front somersault, which is obviously a lot easier to get rotation than the straight. So it just shows the ability. I like that. Two whips. into the flick.
I
That's
think
the one. I think she just snatched it a little bit on takeoff there. She did well, actually, Christine, not to put her hands on the floor.
she did, but it was a real demonstration of landing with the chest down on the floor.
Petit from France.
Well, transition well at the start. To on and off. That's good. Onto the top bar. Nice shape in the handstand. Look how flat the back is. Oh, unlucky there. The pike Jaeger somersault. Released a little bit too soon. And that's the thing, if the gymnasts are going for full extension on catch, it's about leaving it to the right time. They can see not just over the bar. Where Melnikova earlier was over the bar, this was too short. So that'll be really costly. 30 seconds to get back on. And again, you see, Coach has said you need to get your release in. Needs a good dismount. Double layout. What a shame, because that's the makings of a good routine. And certainly one to watch for the future, I think, Chris.
Yeah, that was a dynamic. She's a dynamic little gymnast, actually, isn't she? The French haven't figured so much this championship. There we are, you saw the correction there.
Really missing Dos Santos, I think.
So Dos Santos has competed on two pieces, on bars and beam, but I think she made some errors in qualification. We might well see her on beam, I think, in the finals.
She made gymnastics and high-performance sports about make mistakes. It can happen.
Interesting, the coach, isn't it? How very true, you know.
14.6 for Jessica. She goes into the lead at the moment.
Look at that execution, though, 9.2. Fabulous, fabulous work.
Well, that's why she was highest qualifier on vault. And it looks like she's bagged herself a medal here in the all-round. What a launch onto the senior stage.
Absolutely, and, you know, she has generally been thought of to be the weaker of the twins.
Martina Paggio finishes her competition.
Jessica Gadirova, she's from Aylesbury Gymnastic Club.
Just getting a stretch out done. Obviously, she's still got 2 more days of competition with the vault final and floor final, so a few more days to go.
We'll get there, Jess.
Very promising young coach as well.
Kimboy for Germany, her last piece, bars.
And that's how you do the Jaeger. That's unusual combination, the Jaeger into the pack salto. One of the more difficult, and the full turning pack, just a little bit offline, but she controlled it well. The transfer with the half turn, it was a bit untidy, but she's got so much in this routine. Beautiful Ginga salto, half turn, she's winding up, that's making it faster, up into a big high double pike somersault. Such an efficient gymnast.
Lovely variety in the routine as well, Christine. That Ginga somersault in the middle. Don't often see that performed with the same height that we saw there. It'll be so precise with the hands. You can see there that the full turn into the Ginga somersault. And then high, well above the top bar in the double pike back. Great work.
Petit, 11.7 for bars. So Viktoria Listunova, the second highest qualifier for floor, going for gold here in the Women's All-Round European Championships.
Powers in. Oh, and she nearly buckled. That's how you do the spin with the leg up. Two whips into triple twist. Fabulous combination of spins. A relatively easy front full twist. This will become one of the special routines in the history of gymnastics. So expressive.
Oh.
Fantastic performance. And this is why I think she is going to become one of the most decorated gymnasts we've seen.
It's just absolutely incredible. What a debut on the senior stage to come out and show the world what she's capable of and what she'll do at the Olympics.
Determination on her face, but then to land and just sell the routine with beauty as well.
Yeah, a great starting tumble. You could just see slightly short on the landing, but has obviously knows how to recover out of it, but has a lot of experience. Here you can see a fantastic tumble, the two whips into the triple twist, and very little for the judges to deduct there. Knows exactly where that landing is. You can see Melnikova in the background, which is great to see. Teammates supporting each other throughout the routine.
Looking at what you've witnessed from her, Beth, throughout this competition, what will she be working on, do you think, going ahead for the Olympics?
I think it's all about the consistency, and there's just those little errors here and there, but obviously it's been a very up and down. Actually, probably in training, those errors don't show through. So it'll just be getting, when you put your arm up to the judge, your heart rate just goes, so it's learning to control that. But yeah, we can see here as well, Jessica. Both of these youngsters have had a great start to their senior
Yeah, well, they're 1
careers.
and 2 at the moment, and yeah, it's both their debuts, which is just remarkable. We've got Melnikova, who's yet to go on floor, the last gymnast, and she's going to have to go some actually to beat Jess.
What does she need, Mark?
Well, she needs 13.8. She did score 14.3 in qualification, so. The pressure's on this routine when you think about how many falls she's already taken in this final. She's just got to try and remain composed. You know, you'll know all about that, Beth. Yeah,
definitely. I mean, she is an experienced gymnast. She knows how to pick herself up after a fall, and she is a floor specialist as well. So in qualification, she had the error on beam and then came back and performed very well on floor and scored that 14.3. So yeah, I don't know which is more nerve-wracking. Jess will be sat there not being able to control that score now, so it's probably more nerve-wracking doing that, waiting for that score to come through.
Well, 13.866 for Listunova. It takes her into the lead by 1.631. So the big question is, what colour medal could Jessica Gadirova get? We'll find out very shortly. Angelina Melnikova needs 13.8 to go ahead of Jess, Great Britain.
Well, she needs to really concentrate now. Full twisting double straight. Oh, that's a big tumble. Oh, beautiful. Such an expressive gymnast on all apparatus. And another big double layout. She's certainly not holding back. This is how you perform a routine. Straight front full twist. Now control. 1, 2, 3. Oh, well round. Oh, struggled a bit there, just coming out. Come on, hold the concentration. High into the double pike. Little kick back from the floor, but a solid routine under immense pressure.
She meant business there. She was, I'm having a medal and it's going to be silver. I'm coming out. Goodness me. That was impressive.
Yeah, it shows her strength of character. She has had those couple of errors, but I mean, this floor routine, the back in full straight, absolutely amazing. And then goes straight back into the double straight. Makes it look very simple, and it's definitely not.
Now, she scored 14-3 in qualification, so sort of a big score. She had a little bit of a moment, didn't she, on the double spin with the leg held up.
Are you putting your judging out on here, Chris? What are you going with?
I think 14-0-6-6.
Could you be a little bit more precise? Higher or lower for the silver?
Oh, listunova.
Yeah.
Should be good enough for the silver. Certainly won't take the top spot, but yeah, what a performance.
Well, at the moment, it's listunova in the lead. Gadirova from Great Britain in second. And Emily Morgan from Great Britain in third.
What a fantastic result, though. I mean, obviously we're still waiting for Melnikova's score, but for the two British to come out and do clean competitions, that's exactly what we're wanting. We want that consistency. So, yeah, fantastic.
Certainly puts pressure on the selectors for the Olympic team to come and put out a performance like that, Christine.
Well, yes, I mean, it gives the selectors a great quandary, doesn't it?
Headache, I would have said.
But the, you know, the young gymnasts are great, and the senior, the people who've been there for the past 4 years have to respond by being even better, that's for sure.
And I just think the advantage of the younger gymnasts is the recovery. They can go day to day, back to back.
Angelina Melnikova scores 14.133. She takes the silver, but there's the new women's all-around champion, Viktoria Listunova, 15 years old. What a debut on the senior stage. Watch out, world. Here I come. But what about that? Jessica Gadirova from Great Britain takes the bronze medal in the women's all-around competition.
And with our coach there, Josh Richardson from Aylesbury, great moment for them.
Her senior debut.
We need to get a British flag down to her.